Hi dear friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming you to a special reading that I'm doing today. And this is for our masculine collective. I'm doing a Sacral Chakra reading. I've been called very deeply by the Spirit to talk about healing of the Sacral Chakra. Sacral Chakra, the fire, the passion, the creativity, the emotions, a spirit, a connection here on earth begins with that fire and the flame that we have. That spiritual flame that's there within us. The flame of desire. Sacral Chakra is all about fluidity. The element is water, the color is orange. When I'm talking about the divine masculine or the divine feminine, and I put out those cards right there, look at the Sacral Chakra. See that beautiful orange? The frequency of the Sacral Chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Are we feeling blocked in the flow of abundance? Are we feeling lost in our connections, not able to connect with others at a deeper level, not able to express ourselves emotionally? Are we feeling blocked in our creative powers? Are we? I know for the whole collective we are. Today, I'm going to start with the masculine energy and the divine masculine. We're living in the world of duality. That's what we are here, third dimensional reality. Everything is polar. We're here to experience that. Everything in life is created with a masculine and a feminine energy. Dark, light, masculine and feminine. Creation needs both of those elements. What does it mean to be a divine masculine? I want to read this one. This is from our Sacred Geometry activation cards. I want you to look at this, masculines. This is who you are at the core. This is your true potential. This is who you are just when you incarnate on earth. And I want to read this card for you before I begin. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. With kindness and wisdom. Anything that we are bringing onto earth to manifest, to take action, with our intention, doing things, it's our masculine energy. All of us possess that. All of us have that. The yin and the yang, we have that. But the holders of the divine masculine energy, it doesn't have to be men, it can be in women too. Healing of the divine masculine is what I'm focusing on today. I asked the Spirit a few questions and I received some messages. And I'm going to go through them right now. But I want you to remember this. This is who you are. And the number on this is 22. 22 is a master builder. It's with your energy that we're able to build our dreams, make them a reality. The energy of action, logic, reason. However, that logic, reason, has to come through the heart with kindness, with love. That comes in when we learn our lessons. We become wise. We become the emperor. I want you to remember this. Remember this. Such a divine energy. So the first question I asked was, what is the sacral energy of our divine masculine right now for the collective? So I'm doing a collective reading. It may resonate with some and it may not resonate with others. If you'd like a private one, just for your own energy, you can book that with me. I just wanted to start with that. So what is the collective sacral energy of the divine masculine? And I'm going to show you the cards and I'll talk about it. This is from my Syrian Starseed deck. Do you see that? Adept of Flames. Where's that flame? Where's that flame coming from? Do you see the yellow right there? That's through the solar plexus. Action. Solar plexus is a center for taking action, our willpower, our personal power. Again, a very yang energy, a very masculine energy. Ability to take action is a masculine energy. But why is that energy in the sacral chakra? Why is that? So this card to me speaks of energy, passion, action, determination, your inner flame, right? It's a fast-moving energy. It can tackle any challenges. It's the divine spark. It's the divine spark. I got this card for where the energy of the divine masculine sacral chakra is. All tied up. And I'm going to have to make it straight. It came in reverse and it says strategy. All tied up. Even though this card shows that this woman is all tied up and she's feeling helpless, that she can't do anything about it. But really, it's just soft branches. It's a matter of perception. It's a matter of perception. Plans, actions, strategizing, how to do things, a very, very solar plexus energy. Very, very solar plexus energy. So the first question I asked is, what desires of the divine masculine are not being met? What desires are not being met? So Two of Flames is recognizing that there's more than one option to do the creative project. Not being able to ground your passion and dreams to manifest them is what's coming out of this. Perhaps you're still searching for your mission. Perhaps you're confused about which path to choose. Which path to choose and how to choose. And that's confusing you. Perhaps you have an attachment to one particular way of doing things. You're too attached to one way of doing things. Perhaps you're not looking that there's another alternative creative way of doing that project. These are the desires that are not being met. How can we increase the flow of those desires? How can you do that? I got this beautiful card which is the 10 of crystals. So do you see the overabundance of those beautiful crystals leading up from this path that you've collected along your way, and you've put it right up there? It's full, yet you're looking back, wary. Will someone take them? How do I hold on to all my wealth that I've accumulated? In spite of all this overabundance and wealth, status, mountains of gems, something is missing. Something is missing. So the question for you, Divine Masculines, is, are you taking the time to enjoy the benefits of your creations? Your material possessions? What are you giving back to your family, your loved ones, your community? Are you ready to spread your wealth? Are you? It's a question to ask. It's a question to ask. Along with this, I got happy family. This question, this card is asking you to see how you're giving back to your family and friends. And the question when I asked here, how can the desires of the Divine Masculine be met? And look at what I got, a happy family. Perhaps there is another option, another creative way of creating abundance in your life that you're not looking at, my dear masculines. And the reading will reveal that. It will reveal that. It's a happy family card. It will require strength. It will require strength. This is the angel of strength, where you're going to balance that inner, I don't want to call it the lion, but they're showing the lion, right? The lion strength. The brute force. The one single-minded material collection or possession. That single-minded focus. It's going to require for you to rein in. Rein in. And know when you are misusing your power, or you are hyper-focused on materialism, where you open your hearts and you allow that angel to flood your heart. It requires inner strength. It requires mastery. And Divine Masculines, you have been gifted. You're the ruler of the third chakra. Willpower. You have the willpower. So this requires willpower. To create that. Rainbows. Okay? The next question I asked was, these are all the blocks, and these are all the suggestions, all the advice that's coming in from the universe. I'm going in by a blockage and the advice, blockage and the advice, blockage and the advice. So this one was, I'm going to look at my notes. Yes, this question I asked the universe was, what is blocking the flow of creativity in our Divine Masculines? What is blocking your flow of creativity? This one shows the Two of Orbs. Shows a semi-naked woman walking very... She's balancing on I don't know if you can see that very clearly, on pool of water. And she's got these two energy balls that she's trying to balance. And she's half naked. Orbs are the element of air. thoughts and communication. Thoughts and communication. So you're seeking, there's a polarity. You look at it. One is facing down, one is facing up. So there's a polarity. We started off with divine masculine, divine feminine. Polarity, right? So whenever there's an imbalance, you seek resolution. That's the vibration of, look at the number, this is 2. 2. The vibration of 2 is duality, polarity. And you need resolution of that imbalance. So the water is the intuition. You can draw from that source. You can ponder on your 2 alternatives. Okay, look at all the synchronicities that we're getting. Right here also 2. Okay, you got another 2 here. As you ponder on the 2 alternatives, you can draw your strength from that source of emotions. The semi-naked woman represents vulnerability. Vulnerability. So these are 2 options. They can be conflict. You're at a choice point. What choice are you facing that you feel needs to be made? How can you harmonize and find balance? Remember, my dear masculines, you can draw from the infinite source of intuition when you are vulnerable. You have the power to overcome any obstacle. I wanted to remind you of that. Yes, you feel the glare. Am I not getting? Okay, here. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is good. I'm sorry. I am recording outside. Yes, there's a storm. Because it's a conflict. Are you envious? Are you envious? When we are envious, when we are looking at other people's successes, we are blocking. We are blocking the flow of creativity. We are blocking the flow of creativity. That's what we're doing. So remember to do gratitude for what you have. Be grateful for where you have and what you have, what you have achieved. You may have to make a decision soon. What decision are you going to make? What decision are you going to make? So how can the divine masculines, you, increase your flow of creativity? And look at what I got. We got a lot of flame cards. I'm going to remove these so we can see the flames. Okay? Flames. More flames. But look at this card. 4 of flames. Celebration. Your kingdom. Your fort. Your home. Starting with the roses. There's welcoming. There's the sun rising in the back. There is celebration. Celebration. Celebrate. Let the festivities begin. It's all about the heart and the home. Celebrate with friends. Celebrate with family. Ask yourselves. So this is a question for you. Ask yourselves, what are you creating as a caretaker and loving support for your family and your heart? What are you creating for your family and your heart? How have you brought your creativity to manifest joy in your life? Have you manifested joy in your life? How have you used your own creative powers to bring that in? That will help you to increase your flow of creativity. It is. As you ask yourself that question, again, I'm going to come to that card first. Again, this card says indecision. Yes, same. It's the same. Also, I just realized, wow, I love it because I get insights as I'm speaking. So, it's a 2, but when we draw an infinity symbol, look at the number here. Can you see the number 8? I'm going to figure out the lighting. I'm going to use my masculine energy. Figure out the lighting, okay? Just bear with me on this one. It's my first video on this one. So, the infinity symbol. 8. Indecision. Choices. There's certain choices that are available to you. Which direction do you want to go in? Which direction do you want to go in, my dears? Is this where you want to go? To a happy home? To your own fort? Welcoming with celebrations and joy? What have you created for your heart? Or have you been too focused on creating all those crystals and collecting all this beauty, collecting all these pentacles, creating all that material wealth? Now you're reaching that point. How do I want to proceed? Okay? How do I want to proceed? To me, this card, woman holding the coin, beautiful woman, lot of the violet color, that's a crown chakra, divine energy, the divine feminine. You're going to allow creativity to flow into your life by tapping into your feminine aspect. It's a part of you. It's a part of you. It's a part of you. Okay. Our next question is, what is blocking the flow of abundance? What is blocking the flow of abundance for my dear masculines? 5 of crystals. I mean, this card also speaks about greed. I'm going to share with the message that I'm feeling. I'm feeling that perhaps it's time to ask, have you been too focused on possessions? On material possessions? Have you misused power and energy? Have you? If you have, that's led you to this separation. There was that woman, she was part of that tribe, that clan. You were part of that tribe and clan. But with you being single-minded focus, a misuse of your own power and energy, too much focus on your solar plexus, willpower, getting things done your way, my way or highway, and gotta be right. I've used aggression, you have distorted that energy that was given to you. That is yours. Too focused on creating these. And now you're not able to enjoy that. You don't know if you can hold on to this. Or should you hold on to this? Should I share? Or do I want to create more of this? But what the soul is saying, that what's blocking your flow of abundance. Oh, stop this glare, for crying out loud. Okay, yeah, this is better. Okay, I'm going to find a better way of recording. Sorry, thinking out loud. Have you felt alienated? Felt like an outcast? Has it? Has it? Is that how you're feeling? That's a beautiful card. I'm going to show you that later. Have you been too focused on victory at any cost? I'm going to be blind to everything else. I just need to get to that. I need to do this. I've just got to do it. I don't care what happens. I don't care what I'm going to crush on the way. I'm just going to forge ahead. And forging ahead is good, but at what cost? Was it by hurting others? Too self-centered? Perhaps. It's a time to think. And that's perhaps you have not realized that that's what you did. And today, you're right there. You've gotten all your crystals. You've gotten all these beautiful crystals right here too. Your wealth and abundance. But you're feeling alienated. You're feeling alienated. What are you feeling alienated? There's so much abundance. It doesn't have to be victory at all costs. The universe is abundant. The universe has limitless abundance. It's not about competition. It's not about competition. This is a warning here. The true wealth to be gleaned on is the spiritual abundance of the heart and the soul. Because, remember, everything else can be lost, taken away, or broken in an instant. You're constantly worried. Everything else can be taken or broken in an instant. So the question is, please think, has your pursuit of career, money, and power stripped you of your spiritual wealth? Has it? Are you feeling like an outcast? Like you've got no place to turn to? Has it? In spite of all this abundance that you've created, are you feeling that? So I asked the universe, what can my divine masculines do? What can they do to increase the flow of abundance in their life? For they're feeling that lack. You know, I've used so many different decks and I've shuffled them forever. And since I'm not so great at shuffling, I didn't want to spend 20 minutes shuffling on camera. I'm gonna get like faster at shuffling. And I shuffled, and as I asked the questions, and I started to get all the cards out, and I put them out so I could speak the story to you. That's the message that's coming in. It just had this big smile, and my heart was just filled. For I feel I'm tapping into so many divine masculines right now on the thinking and feeling space. Thinking and feeling space. And you have such a divine nature that I just feel so full that you're not able to see that. And I wanted to do this. My first reading for the divine masculines. For the divine masculines. My dears, you can increase your flow of abundance. Okay, so now, here, it's called Seeker of Chalices. Okay. Chalices, this is a card of water, okay? The element of water. Sacral Chakra, element water. Emotions and feelings. What was the question? How can the divine masculine increase the flow of abundance? Spirit guides, help me. What should I tell them? This is the card that flew out. I didn't even get a chance to pull out a card. It just flew out. Water is fluid. It takes the form of whatever container it is. So seeking emotional freedom to rise from the depth of the oceans of emotions. It was a message that was coming to me. So I had to write it down in case it didn't flow it when I was doing a recording. Look at her. She's just bringing out from the unconscious, from the depths of the water. Hopeful. Allowing herself to be free. Your unconscious is trying to speak to you to be more open to the unexpected creative spirit. Let it flow. Let it flow. And so this is my favorite deck of all times, Syrian Starseed. And this is another energy deck. Different decks, different shuffling, different messages, but yet I'm going to show you. Look what I pulled out of this one. This flew out too. Third chakra. Okay? Going back. Third chakra. Masculine energy. Sun's energy. Yang energy. Adept of flames. Yellow color. So, there are two messages that I can say about this. Here's a question I'm going to ask you guys. Really. Are you using your third chakra? Is it out of balance? Are you forcing your will to get to that victory, to collect those pentacles? And it's time to think that needs to slow down, because that chakra is right above the second chakra. Sacral chakra, and then the solar plexus. Too much willpower, too much. Excess of anything is not good. You're seeking balance right now. That's what all the cards are showing. That's what you're seeking, balance. Something's not right. Something doesn't feel right for you guys. And I'm saying guys, oh my gosh. I'm meaning the masculine energy. That's the first message. Pay attention. Where are you using your willpower? Are you using your willpower forcibly to get your way? You know, masculine energy, you're the master manifester. You're the master builder in the world. You can build anything you put your mind to. But you've got to allow the energy to come in from the heart. And the energy can move to the heart when you let it flow. When you let it flow. True power, true emperor is someone who rules with the heart and reason. And reason. He does not just use logic. He uses his heart. That's true power. How are you using your power? Perhaps that needs to be tamed down, is the other message. Or the other message that's coming for some masculines is use this willpower that you have. Use it. Use it to fan those flames and try something different and open to those emotions. Open to the depth of the feelings. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let your walls down. Allow yourself the vulnerability. Allow yourself the softness to come in. Break those walls. Break those limiting belief systems that are there. Whose rules are you following? Listen to your own intuition. Listen to what your heart is saying. Not, oh, a man is not supposed to do this. A man's not supposed to feel emotions. Why? You're the divine masculine. You rule with emotions. allow that feminine energy. Integrate that feminine energy within you, and you will feel the flow of abundance. You will. Trust me, you will. You will. Okay, what was the next question? Yes, we're coming towards the end. Oh, I love this one. I think I've used some of those words before. So, this was, what is blocking, my dear Divine Masculine's flow of emotions? Because I wanted to ask different questions on your desires, on your creativity, on emotions, abundance, and emotions. Excuse me. And I got the Emperor. Emperor. Authority, structure, control. All right? Emperor is the masculine principle. He is the masculine principle. But look at him. He's wise. He's got the white beard that's representing wisdom of the ages. And he's using all the elements. But my question here is, have you been too authoritative, too structured, domineering? Have you been leading through excessive control? Too rigid? Are you too firm in your leadership? This was the part that came to me again, was, have you been too obsessed with status and success? Status and success. Have you? For that is going to block the flow of emotion. Because you put the walls. So there's no room for water to flow. There's no room for water to flow. So be very careful of that. For a true emperor rules as much with his heart as with reason. I wrote that because I wanted to say that one. That's what I was getting a message. That's who an emperor is. And you are an emperor. You are divine. You have all the abilities to manifest anything. Anything. That's what's blocking. Something to ask yourself. Are you holding on to all your pentacles? Are you holding on too tightly, too rigid to all your material possessions and reason that you don't listen to your heart? That you don't listen to your heart. And that's why, look at the card. I mean, I almost had tears when I was doing this reading. It's getting dark, but I said, I gotta do this. I'm not gonna reshuffle and redo the cards again. The energy is just perfect. It's just perfect. I could feel it. It just said Sacral Chakra clearing. Healing of the second chakra is when you heal that, it's going to open the flow of emotions because it's the ruler of emotions. You're holding on too tight? Too authoritative? Think. Be honest with yourself. Truly be honest with yourself. So, that's what's blocking. Let's put this there so it doesn't move around. Oops. Oh, now comes the fun one. How can the Divine Masculines increase the flow of emotions, my dear spirit? And I got the Karma card. Life comes a full circle. You've heard that? But you also see people get afraid of that, looking at karma. But it is that time right now. See the lotus flower right there? It's going to open. You know the card, I don't know if you can read this, but I'll tell you. It's the card number is 20. Another 2. Is 22 in your destiny card? You got 2 of flames, 2 of orbs. 2. Duality. Do you see a pattern here? It's a time for reckoning. A time for facing karma. It really is. It's a time to see what you've created along your journey of life. Cause and effect. You are where you are based on the choices of the past. Accept that. Understand it. Look at it. Understand the law of karma. It is time to heal the past karma, my dears, my really, really wonderful divine masculines. It is time to heal old wounds, heal past karma, clear the muddy waters of the past. It is time. Ask yourself, have I learned my lessons on how I have created my world? Have I learned my lessons? Have you? You got to forgive others. You've got to do that. Forgiveness is a very, very important practice. Very conscious. Ask, sit, forgive. Forgive from your heart. Let go. And as you forgive others, I want you to do a forgiveness for yourself. Forgive yourself for the choices you've made. It's not right or wrong. It's lessons learned. The key is, what are you going to do now? You are where you are today based on your choices. Yes, accept that. Look around. Time for life review is what this card is saying. It's a card of judgment. Time for life review. Take time to understand what have been the common themes in your life. This is the time of awakening for you, divine masculines. As you review, you are opening to a new perspective, to a new understanding, by letting go of the past hurts, resentments, and anger. You're going to let go of resentments and anger. Karma. Karma is here. It's asking you, through forgiveness, being vulnerable, being truthful, being your true authentic self, being who you are. That's the advice that's coming in. Reevaluate. What is the door to your value? Is it material success? Life review time, my dears. Life review time. The energies are supporting you. Clear that field. Do a reset if you need to. It's completely okay. You're no longer led by that. By financial constraints. You're no longer forced to live your life just based on material possessions and status and power. Reevaluate. It's incredible on the synchronicities. And the angel of love is here, guiding you, to help you open your hearts to love, self-love. As you become the seeker of chalices, diving deep into those rivers and oceans of emotions, and perhaps being vulnerable, being open, sharing your wealth, sharing your joys, celebrating with family and friends. Make that choice. Make that choice. Create a new strategy. Create a new strategy. You're not stuck. You can make that choice. You got the 2s here, you got another 2s there. That's a mental card. Of thoughts here. Like, okay. Allow that. Allow that. Then I asked the universe, what is your advice for healing the DM sacral chakra overall? So we've done all these healings and understanding of where the energy is at. Oh, this is my favorite part. The overall healing advice from the angels, guides, ascended masters. We did see this card before too, just in a different way in one of these sections. Strength. Strength. Overcoming your inner demons. Overcoming and controlling that solar plexus. Allowing yourselves to feel and opening your hearts to compassion. Opening your heart to compassion, sharing your wealth, sharing your knowledge, sharing your joy, not about competing, overcoming. Again, this card shows vulnerability. Yes? It's the feminine aspect. That's why they're showing this woman is naked. She's open to holding that beast down. Hold that aggressive power down through your willpower. Yeah, you do have the willpower. Now, the key is you're going to use that willpower on yourself for self-control, because you're going to be a master. You're going to be a master of your own emotions. You're going to create that mastery for yourself. And this card is speaking of that. Overcoming that reptilian brain and allowing the spiritual brain, or spiritualizing our life, allowing the spirit to flow through us. These have all been learning lessons. Allowing the feminine aspect within yourself, nurturing, taming that beast within. You can do it. Totally can. I mean, you totally can. You rock at this. You're experts at this. You've got amazing willpower. You do. Use it. Perhaps this new thinking, this new way, which you had not seen before, will open doors that you had not felt. What your soul is yearning for. Strength is the overall energy. Perhaps through that you will see certain doors that you had not seen before. Other possibilities. You've been too hyper-focused on one. Too hyper-focused on one. Perhaps as you allow yourself, this was such an incredible one. I mean, I was just amazed when I was pulling out my cards. As you open yourself, as you tame that inner demon, you tame that beast within you. Use that willpower. Allow for the emotions to flow through. Open your hearts to love. Open your crown chakra, right at the top of the head. Allow for the divine light to come in, to show you your truth. This is what you're truly desiring to see, to be able to lead, to be strong, to express yourself, to bring those dreams to reality, but with kindness. Kindness. The universe is saying, open your eyes, your heart to emotions. Feel the divine connection. Allow the divine source and the healing energy to flood through the top of your crown and into your entire being. And as you do, look at this final message. I mean, this is like cherry on top. Door to personal healing and happiness. There's the rainbows, the top. What is your door to value? Where was it? Was it here? What is your door to value is the question I'm going to ask you. You see these doors? Choice is yours. The soul is seeking a different perspective, a different journey. If you're feeling all these constraints and lack of abundance and creativity, inability to express, halt, my dears. Time to rest and rejuvenate. I asked angels to provide us a message. And this one goes, I think we had pulled out an envy card somewhere, and this one says, the angels are saying, release jealousy. Jealousy is when we are comparing ourselves to someone else, where we feel that there's not enough in the world, there's not enough in the universe, and that the resources, which is what we have learned in economics, I remember that, resources are limited, and wants and desires are unlimited. I remembered something from my econ class, not bad. But we're talking about the abundance in the universe. Okay? Start a gratitude list. Do a life review. Help others. Give them your time. Share your talents. Sharing. See the benefits of when you share and you give freely with your heart. It fills the corners of your soul. It fills your cup with so much love and emotion that it ignites that passion to create new ideas, to bring those ideas on earth, materializing your ideas. Release this jealousy. And you know what the soul lesson is? This is from my soul's journey card. I just asked one question. No past, present, future. I simply said, dear universe, what message? What is our divine masculine collective? What is their lesson right now? What do they need to learn? What are they in the process of learning? Do you know what we got? Love. I cried. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, wherever you are. Appreciation, gratitude. Don't look at the lack. Don't look at the things that are not working in your life. Focus your attention on what is working. Where your attention goes is what you attract more of. Love. Your lesson is to open your heart chakra. You've got to allow the energy to move from the sacral chakra. You've got to let that energy flow through your willpower and into the heart. Self-love. Love with others. Divine love. That's the highest form. That's the highest form. That's the soul lesson for all of you. And this is one activation card, and it says Merkaba. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to traverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance, merging the totality of our experiences into our present to serve a highest purpose. You are going to experience something extraordinary. You will. You will. If you make that choice. If you make that choice and allow for the emotions to flow in. Do a karma check. Do a karma check. You're going to experience something absolutely extraordinary. It's magic. I wish you many blessings, and I'm sending you much healing for your sacral chakra. And my wishes are that you're able to look at your life and see the value in what you've created. And above all, it is my truest wish and desire that each one of the masculine energy, each one of the masculines reaches their highest potential. It is my dream. For you are divine. For you are divine. Thank you so much for listening. Really, it has been such a beautiful experience for me to have tapped into the divine counterpart, because I'm a feminine, and I've tapped into the desires, feelings, blockages of my counterpart, which is my masculine energy. And I feel truly blessed to be able to share that and express those to you. Thank you so much, and many blessings to you. If you would like to book a personal reading, it would be my honor. I'll give you the links in the description box of this video. This is completely new, so I'll also write down the types of questions that come to me. So I've done this is about I don't want to say take 3. This is the 4th day, and I just said, I have to do this. And just this afternoon, as I was sitting in meditation, and I said, something's not right in my other videos, I'm not able to post them, there's something that's just not clicking. And then I got an insight on what I should really be looking at and bringing out. And it just felt right. So I'll figure out the lighting. And if you have any suggestions on that, help me out. Thank you so much. Sending you a lot of love energy and a lot of blessings, my dears. Take care. Bye.